Second game of our doubleheader for Atlanta versus Hooks. Boys basketball now. Another great game here in district matchup. Joined again by Buddy Shelton on the call here in Hooks. And another fantastic game we can look forward to. Let's start off with the Rabbits, 16-9 overall coming into this game, 4-0 in district, 6-3 record on the road. For the Hornets, we have a 20-1 overall record, a 4-0 district record, and a 5-0 record here in Hooks. Again, another game that will secure the lead for first place in the district, and so it should be a much anticipated matchup between a lot of great players on both sides.
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah, I didn't know what I guess we were having some technical difficulty there, Tony.
Donovan was trying to make some stupid joke, and it was failing. And
I
was trying to pass it to you so you could talk, but Donovan
well, I didn't know what was going on over there. But
he was trying to make a Cowboys joke, and it was silly.
We can tell a bunch of Cowboy jokes. But, yeah.
They're joking themselves.
Yeah,
rightfully
so. Both of these teams right now are undefeated in district, one of them's looking to take the sole possession of district away tonight. Both of them well coached. Both of them shoot the ball well, play well. You really can't look at the 16-9 versus the 20-1 and say that one's just way more dominant than the other. Mm-hmm. They're both great teams, so I look forward to just a big game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think. Again, we talked about it in the girls' game, but another big key piece is going to be defense. Defense. Kind of stepping up and playing where you need to and making big things happen. I mean, it's huge. And
you will see this Hooks. They do a phenomenal. It's aggressive and mean press. Last game that we were live here. Morgan was kind of blown away just how tough the press was that Hooks puts on. But, look for Coach Jackson to play tough like that. He's deep and can sub deep. So, and that's been the key to the Hornets this year, is being able to sub so deep.
Yeah, those are two huge parts. And I think just by kind of looking, it seems like Hooks might have the size advantage inside down low, and that might help with stopping guys like Aiden Boston coming into his junior campaign for the Rabbits. I mean, he's been a electrifying piece to the Rabbits team. I mean, obviously, whenever you see that last name Boston, that's always somebody to watch out for.
And a thing to note, we have a 1,000-point shooter on the Hornets, and we have a 1,000-point shooter on the Rabbits.
Yeah, I mean,
with Aiden Boston and Carvion Johnson.
A great matchup, and I mean, Aiden Boston is kind of like the Annabeth Black for the Rabbits. I mean, he's only a junior, 1,000-point scorer.
Right.
Come in and made huge impacts. He kind of made his name known last year, especially. We weren't too familiar with Aiden Boston and kind of how electrifying he really was until we saw him last year, and we really got introduced to him in that first game against Hooks last year at Atlanta. And he's played huge minutes and been a huge role for that team. Now, we're reading rosters now, so we'll go ahead and do that as well. For the Atlanta Rabbits, we got number 0, Toddy Webster. Number 3, Kavion Shepard. Number 5, Dalen Collins. Collins from Atlanta might sound pretty familiar. Number 11, Dakire Dixon. Number 12, Mark Owens. Number 20, Braylon Rowe. Number 23, Andrew Boston. And number 24, Aiden Boston. Again, you can always count on those Boston last names being kind of special in basketball. Now for the Hooks boys roster, we got number 0, Trayvon Johnson. Number 1, Fabian Grigsby. Number 2, Carvion Johnson. Number 3, Romeo Minter. Number 4, Rod Bailey. Number 5, E-Man Baird. Number 10, R.K. Minter. Number 11, Boogie Johnson. Number 13, Andrew Cragen. Number 21, Darren Hamilton. Number 23, Keyshawn Walls. Number 24, Ranson Jones. And number 30, Caden Lichty.
Yeah, so I kind of noticed right off the bat, Coach Jackson, he's going with a little different of a starting five this time. He didn't bring Carvion out to start this one, but I mean, I don't even know if it really matters right now.
Yeah, a little bit of an interesting approach.
Right,
I mean,
right.
you always would figure that it's going to be Carvion Johnson in the
Right.
starting lineup, but
Or him or
obviously-
Fabian.
yeah, obviously a little bit something different tonight, and we'll see how that goes, and
And we're fixing to get the tip-off.
we'll see how the Hornets can answer to that. Let's see how much it throws off Atlanta in their game plan and not having Carvion out there to start. RK Minter, though, with the tip, you also don't necessarily see him in the starting lineup most times, but
Boogie
here
Johnson.
he is. Boogie with the pull-up J. No good. Rebounded by Atlanta. Number 3, Kavion Shepard, up the court. Up and over. Out to Aiden Boston, who was quickly double-teamed. Keyshawn with a hand, but it doesn't matter. Toddy Webster for 3.
Yeah, that was a great assist by Aiden Boston right there.
Rod Bailey taking control at the point, starting up the court. Good screen by Keyshawn. Out to Keyshawn now. Back to E-Man. E-Man finds RK. RK to Keyshawn. Keyshawn's going to get caught with a travel after trying to do a spin move inside. It'll be Atlanta ball.
It looked good, Key. It looked good, but too many steps.
Aiden Boston taking the ball back down the court for Atlanta, trying to get some more points on the board, give them a bigger early lead. Aiden working one-on-one with Boogie.
Oh,
Aiden inside, stolen by Boogie. Going to go out of bounds. Stays Atlanta's ball. It'll be Mark Owens starting with the inbound. Out to Toddy. Toddy driving inside.
oh, Key tried to go for
Kind
the
of
steal.
stopped. Mark Owens
It is slippery.
loses the ball.
It is very slippery on this corner of the court right
Yeah,
here.
I was noticing that in during the girls' game, it got a little slippery there on them. So that's one thing that to keep an eye on is, and on this right side, it's a little slippery.
That's where Annabelle took her big fall.
Yeah, that might be what it is. Keyshawn at the top of the key pulls up, no good off the side of the rim. A-Man tries to save it, not able to. It will go out of bounds on hooks. Stays Atlanta's ball. Boogie working on Aiden Boston. Pressing him, Aiden. A little bit faster, getting through with that ball.
Yeah, he got around Boogie right there pretty smoothly.
Starting at the top of the key. Number 20, Braylon Rowe. Out to Toddy. Finds Shepard. Shepard to Mark Owens. I believe Mark Owens used to have a brother that played for this Atlanta team.
Right.
That name sounds very familiar, and his brother, I believe, was a very good track star for the Atlanta team. Atlanta is
When
super
has Atlanta not had a good track team?
true. I mean, I didn't get to mention it in the girls' game, but they had a lot of girls a part of that team as well. Keyshawn Walls gets the first bucket for hooks, but the Atlanta girls also had a lot of track stars on their squad as well, and so a lot of dual sport athletes in this game. Boogie tries to get the steal, but it'll go out of bounds on hooks. Aiden Boston will inbound. Finds Shepard. Shepard pull up. Off the back of the rim, no good. Boogie gets the rebound, driving it down. Boogie drives hard inside.
Oh,
Pass
good
intercepted
steal.
by Aiden Boston. Really good steal. Aiden taking it himself. Up. We're going to get a block called on Emmanuel Baird.
Yeah, Boogie was coming over the top, too, right there to
Yeah,
they was going to get the call either way.
He was trying to swat it and put it on the backboard and kind of swat it from there and get a block, but we get the block and we get the actual blocking call instead for Aiden Boston. He's going to take a trip to the line. We have a lane violation on the shooter. Toes were over the line, so first free throw not going to count.
And I guarantee you that does not happen very often with Mr. Boston.
And here we go. Carvion, is now checking in.
Him and Ranson Jones.
Yep. Two of your usual starters that you usually see for the Hooks lineup.
Of course.
Second free throw doesn't go. It goes off the front of the iron. Both free throws missed.
Boogie taking
Boogie
it
dropping
hard.
back up the court. He just plays hard. Up and in. Boogie, 2 points. Gives the Hornets the lead, 4-3. Toddy driving up the court, stolen by Carvion. Hard to make a big impact in this game, just coming in. Oh, up and try to get it to Boogie, no good. Stolen by the Rabbits. Toddy now gets it over half court.
They had a good idea going. It just didn't work out.
Toddy recovers. Toddy Webster. Out to Braylon Rowe. Up. Good. Number 3, Kavion Shepard. Really good shot by Shepard.
Oh,
4-6 game. Carvion takes it himself, drive it inside. Off the glass, no good. Ransom Jones with the tip in. It's good. 6-6 now, tied ball game. After Ransom Jones made tip in. Good dribble. Up, no good off the front of the iron. Shepard trying to get back-to-back threes. Pass up court to Keyshawn. Up.
Oh, Keyshawn.
Foul. Going to get called on Aiden Boston, trying to get a block on that layup from Keyshawn. Just gets over the back of him, and a little too much contact for the ref. And we're going to have Keyshawn Walls at the line, and this is going to be huge.
Right.
For hooks.
These points right here are huge. And
not just free throws in themselves, but Keyshawn Walls free throws. I've never seen a guy get to the line more and not make his free throws since probably Shaq.
Well, so I call him Shaq.
But, I mean, hey, he makes his first there. They give him the lead.
I couldn't even call him Shaq.
Off the back of the iron, Ransom Jones tries to get the rebound, drives back up in. I think we're going to get a travel call on Ransom Jones trying to go in. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Second free throw, no good from Keyshawn. Ransom tries to get it, but ends up in a travel, and so now it's Atlanta's ball. Driving back up their side. Rowe taking possession for the Rabbits. Out to Shepard.
Yeah, Shepard.
Shepard out to Owens, but Owens not able to corral it. It'll go Hornets' way. All right, Fabian's now in.
Yeah, and he is a good spin off to Carvion, man.
Pull up Jay. Oh, in and out. It was almost there. But Aiden Boston gets the rebound after that missed bucket by Grigsby. Aiden tries to drive in. A good help by Grigsby, but nonetheless a foul called.
On the floor on Fabian.
That was good help defense, just a little too aggressive. And we see the other Boston now check in. Andrew Boston, he's going to check in and now throw it in from the inbound. Finds Owens. Boogie tries to help. Not able to get it. Ransom not able to get the rebound. Now he does. Oh, ball almost gets away from him. And now Carvion driving it back up the court. Ooh, almost a dangerous pass, but Grigsby able to corral it. Finds Boogie in the corner, and it's up. And it's good. Boogie Johnson from 3. Make it 10-6 with 3.5 left to go in the first quarter. Oh, Boogie with a steal. Yep, steal.
Picks it up.
It was almost, I put a question mark on it for a reason, but he got it. Grigsby drives it in, up and floater. Oh, in and out, no good. Ransom Jones not able to get the rebound. Aiden Boston tries to do a little fancy dribble through his legs. Finds Ransom Jones, not able to go. Grigsby gets the rebound. Carvion from the top of the key. Off the side of the rim, no good. And they're going to.
How many shots was that? 4 or 5?
3 or 4, yeah. I mean, they slowed it. They got a lot of offensive rebounds there.
They sure did. But they got to convert them things.
Yeah, Atlanta changes it. Changes course now. Andrew to Owens. Driving in. There's Rowe. Owens back driving in. Floater up and in. It's good. 10-8 now. Hooks. Grigsby driving up the court for the Hornets. Oh, and one. Kind of a weird-looking shot. Went to the right of the defender. Puts up the floater and gets the foul call. He's going to take a trip to the line. 12-8. Hornets. Grigsby takes this trip to the line. Second trip for the Hornets in the game. And it's good. 3-point play is converted for the Hornets. And we will see Ransom Jones and Grigsby, or no, we're going to see Romeo Minner check out, and we're going to see Grigsby check out for Emmanuel and for Rod Bailey. Carvion with good defense, stolen by Boogie, possibly getting thrown down, and it is!
Good job, Boogie puts it down.
The Mississippi State commit throws it down for an electrifying bucket, 15-8.
The Hornets soon to become Bulldogs.
I think that's the only time that whenever you're high school, you're proud to say that they're going to be a different mascot.
Right.
Typically around here, if you're a Hornet, you're not really cheering for Bulldogs. But
hey, and who was it from Texas High today that got a Mississippi offer?
It was Tredarian Ball.
Tredarian Ball.
His 26th offer, I believe.
Right.
I mean, kid's only a sophomore this year, going into his junior year next year. Is talented. Keyshawn Wall's another talented running back. Gets it. Misses it, but Boogie gets the rebound, and it's good.
Yeah, Coach Boston's not going. He's going to have to call a timeout soon. He don't need to let these Hornets get on a roll. Ooh. He's going to be on Boogie.
Andrew Boston tries to make something happen, gets fouled by Boogie, and kind of a loose ball foul there. One thing that I noticed last year that I hope to see more from Andrew Boston is whenever he is in to capitalize on the shot attempts that he does, or shot opportunities that he gets. I thought a lot of time last year he'd be a little bit hesitant. I want him to find his confidence and put down some shots for the Rabbits. And as you see, another shot there made by Toddy Webster, their leading scorer now.
Yeah, he hit 2 threes right off the bat.
Keyshawn to Grigsby. Grigsby driving inside, up and off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Carvion, pretty move, inside and good with the layup. Less than a minute now. Andrew Boston driving down the court. Stolen by Carvion for 3. It's good.
Yeah.
And the Hornet faithful is loud and proud right now as they got a 12-point lead over the Rabbits. Keyshawn not able to stop him. Rowe drives inside, out to Owens. Owens tipped by Grigsby. E-Man driving down, 30 seconds left. E-Man slowing it down a little bit. Out to Bailey.
I thought Rob was going to.
Bailey up and in. It's good.
Yeah, I think Coach Boston is going to let this quarter run out.
Exactly. You'd probably see a timeout usually, but Fabian gets a steal. Up. No good. Keyshawn.
Keyshawn going to the line again.
Exactly. Keyshawn got that rebound off of the missed opportunity by Fabian, but gets fouled on his putback. And so now we'll get another opportunity at the line. He will take his 3rd and 4th free throw now of the game. I do want to remind everybody that at halftime we will be joined with Coach Bowles, winner of the last game, and we'll talk to him about what he saw from his girls and kind of what they talked about at halftime of their game and kind of how they improved and what he saw during that second half stretch, and even maybe talk about maybe his new business adventures and what he's been doing on the outsides as well.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him how many pops he had froze up there.
Hey,
how much time do you have to spend up there?
I went yesterday, and I'll say that I was appreciative of it, and not too much of a line, and it did the job after all this winter weather.
Yeah, I remember when they first put that car wash in. Of course, I don't know who done it or who owned it or whatever. And then, it was like one of the first drive-through car washes in Texarkana. This was before Zips and all that good stuff, and then it kind of just fell to the wayside, and you never thought about it no more. And then Coach Bowles goes over there and just revives the whole place, and man, it looks good outside, Yeah,
Aiden Boston with the first free throw made. 9 seconds left to go in this first quarter. After the end of this first quarter, we will give our thanks to our game sponsors tonight.
Yeah, we can't thank them guys enough.
Yeah, we'll do that as this first quarter concludes, and probably see one last shot from Carvion Johnson as he puts it up right now, and it's good off the glass. Buzzer beater, Carvion Johnson, make it 28 to 12 at the end of the first quarter. Again, let's give a quick shout out to our Wisenhunt City Pharmacy, Black Financial Group, Nash Electric, Text Line, Card House, and Kinder Elite Academy. Thank you guys to all of these sponsors again. We will take a quick break after as the end of this quarter goes. We'll be right back after this.
Commercial services, electrical panel installation, circuit breaker installation, led by Master Technician Jay Strickland, and multiple specialty services.
All right, we are back. Second quarter action about to kick off, underway, less than 10 seconds left to go. 28-12 is your score. We're going to see, looks like kind of a typical starting five here coming back for Hooks. It looks like we're going to get RK subbing in for Keyshawn and E-Man subbing in for Boogie, or kind of the other way around probably, but nonetheless.
Yeah, I think Boogie had 2 fouls in that first quarter, so I think Coach might want to pull him out and give him a little seat for a little bit.
You could tell that this game meant a lot to him coming out. He's playing super aggressive. Got Shepard coming in, Boston. We got the starting five coming back in for Atlanta. And we're going to see Andrew Boston take a seat back on the bench. See him probably return before the end of the half. Aiden driving in, gives it out to Rowe. Rowe good with the pull-up jumper, 28-14 your score.
That was a very pretty shot, too.
Absolutely. Carvion now driving it up. Ooh, nice little cross. Gets it to the right side, finds Ranson, finds
Romeo,
no good. RK gets the rebound, though, up, no good. Ranson another rebound, and it is good this time. Ranson Jones, big-time presence underneath, getting lots of rebounds and playing big-time minutes for these guys.
Okay, what we got the whistle for?
Looks like we're going to get foul on Hooks. Not sure for what. I saw Coach Jackson was upset, so.
It was on the inbound, I guess.
Yeah, those. Use your context clues, ladies and gentlemen. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Toddy starting up, finds Shepard. Fouled by Ranson Jones.
Yeah, Ranson, man, he plays aggressive like that all game.
But Coach Jackson appreciated that aggression. Ranson kind of looks over and was like, hey, what's going on? But Coach Jackson gave him 2 thumbs up. Hey,
right.
I like it. Keep playing with that intensity.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Aiden Boston finds Shepard. Shepard starting from half court, pulls from 3. Off the backboard, no good. E-Man with the rebound, finds Carvion. Carvion tries to drive inside, find Ranson. Ranson pulls back out from 3, and it's, out, in and out. No good. E-Man with a good steal. RK
with a putback.
Gets the rebound after E-Man not able to go, but another 2 points, 32-14. Almost a 20-point lead now for the Hornets. Drives inside. Owens with a shot. Looked pretty from over here, but not able to go. Rebound, RK Minner. RK driving himself. Drives hard inside and gets it to go. RK, another strong, intense player that you love to see in the game. Another guy that was played big-time minutes in football and is doing so right here.
Romeo
Minter tries himself with a layup. Make it 36-14. We are going to get a timeout now from Coach Boston. It appears that it'll be a 30-second timeout, so we will take a 30-second timeout with them. We'll be right back after this.
Here at Local Habit Coffee Company, we are true coffee connoisseurs and the area's only third-wave coffee shop. We are excited as football and fall rolls around to introduce this year's fall drink lineup. We have an all-organic homemade pumpkin spice latte, a delicious s'mores latte, and finally, a smoked maple bourbon cortado that can only be described as fall in a cup. No matter what your preference, you can get your dose of fall right here at Local Habit. We cannot wait to see you in one of our shops, and remember to go make something good happen.
And we're back, 5:59 left in the second quarter. Kind of a timeout there for Atlanta to hopefully change the momentum for their guys. Aiden Boston drives back up the court. Carvion Johnson, and like we said, in the matchup that we wanted to see, but a lot of the matchup that we've seen has been Boogie on Aiden Boston. Aiden throws it off the backboard, gets his own rebound, puts it up, and it's good. Another Great shot there by Aiden Boston, his first of the game, I believe. Carvion drives up the court for the Hornets. 20-point ball game now.
Oh,
Boogie drives inside, up. Oh, tries to get it back out to Carvion, but it was tipped. Grigsby gets the rebound, though. Out to Boogie in the corner. Boogie drives inside, drives hard. Ball gets lost, and it's going to be out on him.
Oh, okay. I heard the whistle. I didn't know if he got fouled.
No, the ball went out on him, and it'll go the other way. He just lost control of it as he was going up. Carvion with the steal, and it's in and good. Aiden tries to get the block, but just can't. Toddy trying to drive up the court. Toddy Webster gets fouled on his way. .504 left before halftime. We want to thank everybody for tuning in to this much anticipated district game between the Hooks Hornets and the Atlanta Rabbits. And make sure to give this stream a like and give it a follow. Make sure to tell your friends, and anybody that couldn't make it tonight, make sure that they know that this is accessible to them.
Like, share, and follow.
Absolutely. Whatever those YouTubers say.
Yeah. Be sure to like, share, and follow.
We got a foul. After the steal from Hooks, we got a foul going the other way. It'll be Hooks' ball by the scorer's table. Carvion will do the inbounding.
And I bet he throws it to Fabian.
I would get no looker. Whoa.
He kind of just knew he was standing there.
It's almost like they practice it. Fabian starting at the top of the key, driving inside very quick. Nice handles, can't get it to go though. Aiden gets the rebound, driving it down inside. Boogie playing defense on him. Keyshawn trying to get him from behind. Aiden driving inside.
And he's going to.
No good. Foul called, I believe, on Boogie. Yes, again on Boogie. Boogie's going to be in foul trouble pretty early now, and I have a feeling we might see him get checked out just because of the foul trouble. He's playing so aggressive and such tight D that it's getting foul called on him, which is kind of surprising to me. If you look at the comparisons from the last game to this game, they're not letting them play as aggressive, and so it's caused Boogie to get in foul trouble here early with 4:34 left in the second. Aiden taking the second free throw of the trip and does. Gets the second one to go. 38-17 now your score. We're going to get a timeout again from Atlanta. Will stay here. Again, want to shout out those sponsors again for helping us out. We'll go one by one with them. We'll start with Black Financial. Black Financial, thank you for sponsoring National Electric. National Electric was on for us for that Hooks Dangerfield game, so we appreciate them coming back. Text line Card House coming in. Ben Watts starting his new endeavor with that, a fun adventure for people fans of poker and enjoy the game and enjoy the sport. And so now we'll start with Wisenhunt City Pharmacy. What did you say, 1965 Wisenhunt City Pharmacy's been open? 1965
is when his daughter, Mandy, had told me that Mr. Jim started that Wisenhunt Pharmacy. I'm not sure who he took it over from, but been in business since 1965.
All right, and then we got the Downtowner Restaurant, locally owned restaurant, some good downtown Southern food that you will enjoy. And then finally, Kinder Elite Academy. We appreciate every one of these sponsors, and make sure to give them your support for supporting us.
And just a little tell you, Kinder Elite Academy, their slogan is where learning is fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, the best place in town to take your kids, look them up.
Yeah, that's what it should be about. Make learning fun and make learning enjoyable for these kids. Carvion takes it back up for Keyshawn. Keyshawn now to Romeo. Romeo kind of sets a little bit, let some plays develop. Tries to find E-Man, but stolen by Todd. Toddy gets it with a layup. Toddy Webster, good for two. Again, another 2 points for the leading scorer for the Atlanta Rabbits. Carvion now taking the dribbles up court. Carvion dribbling inside, up, no good, but RK Minner gets the rebound, and it is good.
Man, that's like 5 or 6 finishes for RK right there.
Not only RK, but Ransom Jones, too. Right. I talked about it before the game of how size will probably play a factor, and offensive rebounding has played a factor, and it did in the girls' game as well. And so that's definitely going to be kind of keys to victory, it seems like, for Hooks. Wide open. Shepard, no good off the side of the rim. Back out to Aiden Boston. Trapped.
I think Coach Jackson was helping play defense.
I was about to say it was kind of three-man defense over there with Coach Jackson. Ball comes to us. Out of bounds, it'll be Hooks' ball. That's kind of a thing that you've seen a lot nowadays, and especially in college basketball. Guys like Shaka Smart, those coaches like that, they love to get into it and play defense with their guys.
Yeah, he had his hands up, you know.
Yeah, Shaka sometimes will be on the court with them, and it's tries to go inside from RK. Aiden gets around Keyshawn. Keyshawn thought that it should have been a foul. Doesn't matter. Toddy tries to go up for the layup. Fouled by Keyshawn, and then RK falls on him after.
You don't want RK to fall on you. I don't know how big he looks on the live stream, but he is a big kid in person.
He is a very big kid, and so you don't want all that weight falling on you, especially Toddy, who's a little bit bigger than half of his size, and it's rough on him for sure. But nonetheless, Toddy Webster will take the trip to the line. First free throw, no good. Second to come here soon. Carvion Johnson subs out for Rod Bailey, who comes in.
So I think this is where it's going to kind of hurt a little bit right here, is Hooks can use their depth to sub, and it's like you're changing one for one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that you're not losing any kind of talent. I mean, you got the same guys on the court.
Yeah, it seems to be a tight six-man rotation, or maybe seven. Yeah, seven. We had Dakira Dixon check in for Atlanta, so a tight seven-man rotation for Atlanta, and they're going to stick to their guns there. Blocked. RK Minter's shot. Tries to put it back. No good. He-Man recovers. We're going to get a timeout from Coach Jackson. And the Hornets, as he takes that timeout, we're going to take one with him. We'll be right back after this message.
Texar is a community-first credit union which has served members in and around the Texarkana area since 1951.
Having 3 offices and employing almost 100 people, today Texar serves citizens of Cass, Bowie, Little River, Miller, Red River, and Lamar counties.
Through the years, we've had many different names.
From our humble beginnings as Bowie County Teachers Credit Union to where we are today.
We are honored to offer our members quality service with exceptional products.
We also take pride in staying one step ahead when it comes to introducing the latest and greatest in banking technology.
From personal to commercial banking.
And turning houses into homes.
We believe in banking made easy.
To make life easier for you.
All right, we're back. Rod Bailey takes it. Same lineups for each squad after the timeout. E-Man down to Keyshawn, driving inside. Playing with Aiden.
He's going to get him that travel.
Yep. Travel on that side. Some shot opportunities. Got rebounded.
So, Doty, correct me if on this. Did they quit calling like an up-down and just call it just a travel?
You can call up-downs, yeah.
So I was told that they kind of took away that verbiage. That's got to be a foul.
That's a foul on.
Come on, Romeo.
We had a little bit of a scuffle breakout after Romeo and Aiden got a little carried away. Romeo wasn't very happy with the call after, and so they got a little mad, and he tries to kind of shove him, and after that he goes. Romeo kind of shoved him to get him out of his face, but Aiden kind of stuck there, and after that, that's kind of where it stays, and I have a feeling we're going to see some ejections, not only in the game, but also in the stands as well.
Yeah, guys, kind of got a little out of hand, and when students come out of the stands, it's not good.
Yeah, I mean, people came down from the stands to kind of, I guess, get a better view is kind of a bad way to say it, but it was the case. And
when you come down to get that view, you get you a ticket out the door.
Yeah, and that's exactly what's going on. We had a couple people get ejected, and we're going to see what happens with these players now in that same case. And they're kind of saying the same thing to people that were, again, didn't have necessarily bad intentions. It was just a bad look nonetheless. And you come down on the court and it's a bad look, and so you got to go after that. And it seems like Coach Jones from Atlanta, the girls coach, might be trying to get his ladies out of here and kind of protect it. As we try to figure out what's going on here, we're going to take a break. We're going to go to commercial for a little bit and try and figure things out after this comes to light. We'll be back here in a few minutes.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, or maybe a new or pre-owned boat or RV, care for a car wash, had a fender bender, or you need service on your vehicle, boat, or RV, we have it all when you let us exceed your expectations at Greg Orr Auto, Marine, and RV in Shreveport, Texarkana, and Ashdown. Shop hassle-free and always be treated like family while choosing from our sensational selection. In Shreveport, visit Orr Acura, or BMW, or Cadillac, or Infiniti, and the Greg Orr Pre-Owned Supercenter. In Texarkana, Mercedes-Benz of Texarkana, Classic Buick GMC, Classic Cadillac, Classic Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Classic Kia, Classic Mazda, Classic Pre-Owned, The Classic Car Wash, Greg Orr Marine and RV, Greg Orr Collision, and Classic Chevrolet in Ashdown. Or visit gregorrauto.com.
Texar is a community-first credit union which has served members in and around the Texarkana area since 1951.
Having 3 offices and employing almost 100 people, today Texar serves citizens of Cass, Bowie, Little River, Miller, Red River, and Lamar counties.
Through the years, we've had many different names.
From our humble beginnings as Bowie County Teachers Credit Union to where we are today.
We are honored to offer our members quality service with exceptional products.
We also take pride in staying one step ahead when it comes to introducing the latest and greatest in banking technology.
From personal to commercial banking.
And turning houses into homes.
We believe in banking made easy.
To make life easier for you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Just had an announcement made by Coach Jackson in a fantastic way to kind of address the situation after that. And basically his message, hey, everybody, we're trying to have a basketball game here, and we want to execute that to the best of our abilities. You know the rules. If you come on the court, you got to go. And if this basically happens again, everybody's out of here. And so they don't want that to happen, obviously. And so they're going to do their best to try and make a basketball game happen out of this, and keep tempers controlled.
Yeah, so I think Coach Jackson was very professional with it. You know, you don't really want to tell anybody's fans they have to go. Of course, you don't want anybody's fans on the court in an altercation between players either. Let the officials handle it. Let the coaches handle it. We want everybody to see the game. So I think Coach Jackson, when he had a talk with the refs, the superintendents talked. You know, we want everybody here to enjoy these kids and watch them play. I know it gets frustrating at times, but, hey, you know, at the end of the day, you got to remember these are still kids playing a high school sport.
It is, and I'm kind of curious after this what we're going to see as far as player-wise goes. We have the referees talking to both coaches now. I kind of have a feeling we might see Romeo off for Hooks and might see Aiden Boston off for Atlanta, because those are obviously the main two. And so most likely what we're going to see here and what we're seeing with both coaches, it obviously seems civil from what we can see here, and obviously you hope the best. I mean, you know, I would say these two coaches have much respect for each other.
And Dodie, I don't know if you were here last time. Kind of had the same situation. Donovan was. You know, that was a big, passionate game. Same thing going on here. It's a lot of passion into it. Two great coaches, two great teams, and you know, it gets heated. You know, it's competition is what it is, and you know, it kind of gets the best of us sometimes, but I think we made a great decision just having everybody sit down, calm down, enjoy these kids. So
yeah, it's kind of the good and bad parts of competition. Obviously, you love to compete and want nothing but the best, to put out nothing but your best on the court, but then at the same time, you put so much into it, and sometimes you get your emotions get the best of you, and you kind of get frustrated, and it happens. And so obviously never want to see this, but I mean, it happens sometimes, and you don't fault the kids for it. I mean, it's just part of it. And so
right. So we're just 2 minutes and 11 seconds away from halftime. And like Dodie said earlier, Coach Bowles from the girls team is going to be joining us, and we'll get a little insight from Coach Bowles on what he tells the girls, how he coaches the girls, what he does to motivate them. You know, just get his perspective as a coach, and then also if we can stay live for just real quick, we'll get to see that awesome tortilla toss and watch it real quick. So. Yeah, because, I mean, I see these kids. Some of these kids got stacks of these things.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about Jasper in the girls' game. He had a whole package, basically.
Right.
Boogie taking flagrant shots or technicals, whichever it may be, from the line now. Makes one of the two. Score now 41-20. And so now it will stay White's ball. So they're going to say that basically it was Aiden that kind of started everything or enhanced it in a way, and so they're going to take him out. It looks like maybe eject him, or I don't know if that's Dad's call, or I don't know, but nonetheless, he's on the bench now. The flagrant shots get called for Hooks. They have the ball. RK Minner now putting up shots. He gets it to go. 43-20, less than 2 minutes to go now, and it is Atlanta ball driving down the other way.
So, Dodie, tell me how that works. If you do get ejected in a basketball game, do you have to leave the court or just sit down?
It looks. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I guess I've never seen
and
a
I
kid
think
get ejected.
I don't know. It might be difficult with being in an away game.
Right.
These guys all came on a bus together. He can't just leave on his own.
Yeah, of course.
His only rider would be his dad, and his dad's the coach. So I don't really know what happens in those situations, and it might not be an ejection. I could be wrong about that. It could just be dad's frustrated with him.
I do know Hooks had a situation a couple of games back where I think it was Ranson Jones. I don't remember who we were playing, but he had to set out the first half of the next game in district. Maybe that was, I guess, the ejection penalty. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it could be similar to football of like you have to miss the first half of the next game or something of that nature.
For sure.
Anyway, RK Minter now at the line after a foul call. He will be taking his second shot now. 44-20, still your score, just over a minute and a half. Misses the second one. Mark Owens gets the rebound. Pretty pass out, though, before he falls to the ground. Gets the ball back himself. Andrew Boston to Braylon Rowe. Out to Shepard. Shepard loses his footing trying to make a play. Just kind of fell off of the defender and gets called with the travel. Now going the other way for Hooks. Rod Bailey in control of possession. Rod finds E-Man. E-Man for three, and it's good. Three-pointer made. Emmanuel Baird, number 5. Less than a minute now in the half. 47-20, your score. Stolen by Rod. Up, no good. Keyshawn able to get the rebound. Up, no good. Up and good with the foul. Has a chance for a three-point play.
Man.
Foul called on, can't see. I thought it was maybe Webster or Toddy Webster. Yeah. Keyshawn makes the free throw. I guess, okay, they didn't call. They weren't calling the foul with the shot. They called it just by itself. Or no, they did. I'm tripping.
Yeah, so he made it.
He made it and sub. Yeah, I got it. I was confused. I was very confused.
Oh, I'm still confused.
This Red Bull hadn't kicked in yet.
Oh, there we go. Uh-oh. What's wrong with you? That's E-Man with the 2.
E-Man gets the bucket. His second one of this quarter.
We had Caden Lichty step in. Man, he's a good player coming off the bench.
Oh, yeah. I got to see him play a little bit in the Gunslinger tournament in New Boston, and he's got big size, and if he can just utilize that size to his advantage, he's going to be a huge impact for Hooks to come.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Couple missed shots there for Hooks. Tries to bring down the rebound, but is not able to. Goes out of bounds on Atlanta, but will stay Hooks' ball. E-Man with an inbound to Trayvon Johnson, who we're seeing for the first time in this game as well.
That's Boogie's little brother.
Puts up the three. Oh, no good. Tries to make the buzzer beater. We're going to stay here for just a little bit before we head to break because we want to see the tortilla toss. One of the new traditions here at Hooks, it seems like. A good
And it is a student council function.
Exactly.
I called it cheerleading earlier, but I misspoke. So it is a student council.
Yes, the student council fundraiser. We're going to have Miss Marley Smith on the mic, who seems to kind of be in charge of this whole thing. I feel like she's always on the mic whenever I see the tortilla toss.
Hey, that old Marley, man, she's a captain on the cheerleading squad. I'm not sure what she is on student council, but she's something up there.
Might be president. That might be why she does all this.
Right.
So we're going to see the tortilla toss from Marley, and the rest of the fans, everybody getting their prime seating for where to toss from. Obviously, we're going to see probably the tunnel crew win like they usually do.
Miss Roach is fixing to come out here and put the X in the middle of the court, middle of the H.
Yeah, so for those unaware, the student council holds a fundraiser where at a table you can go and purchase tortillas. And you can purchase however many tortillas, and you write your name on them. And then you, from the stand, stay where you are, and they will throw them into the middle X on the basketball court, and whoever's closest wins an award of some sort, whatever it may be for that week. Oh, tonight's winner, $100 cash.
$100 cash.
How much do these tortillas cost?
$1 a piece.
Dang, that's 100 times.
Well, you notice my son
profit.
come up to the table earlier, and I gave him a $5 bill. No, I gave him 3 ones. Here we go.
All right, here we go. There's all the tortillas going. Oh, I haven't seen. Oh, there's one kind of close. Oh, that one's sailing in nice. And you have to judge it just right because they slide on this court.
They do. Oh,
there's one pretty close, like right there.
And I have seen Miss Roach bust out that tape measure.
Oh, yeah, they take this serious. I mean,
there's another one.
Whenever there's $100 cash up for grabs, I mean, you play it right. There are there's a lot of people right there in that that little huddle.
It looks like
There, that one's super close. Holy.
And it came from the visitor side, too.
Hey, so we're not going to get a tunnel crew win. I think that's a victory for everybody.
Let's see who it is.
Let's see who wins. Mia? Oh,
I guess a student.
Is that Maddie Campbell's brother, I believe?
No, yeah, that's Maddie Campbell's brother.
Yeah,
right
Maddie
there,
Campbell's
Gage.
brother is the winner. All right, we're going to take a quick break after this. We'll take a little bit of a break, and then we'll be joined with Coach Bowles, winner of the last game and coach of the Hooks Hornets. We'll be right back after this.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Commercial services, electrical panel installation, circuit breaker installation, led by Master Technician Jay Strickland, and multiple specialty services.
Here at Local Habit Coffee Company, we are true coffee connoisseurs and the area's only third wave coffee shop. We are excited as football and fall rolls around to introduce this year's fall drink lineup. We have an all-organic homemade pumpkin spice latte, a delicious s'mores latte, and finally, a smoked maple bourbon cortado that can only be described as fall in a cup. No matter what your preference, you can get your dose of fall right here at Local.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are joined here now for halftime with, of course, Buddy Shelton, but also head coach of the Lady Hornets, Coach Bowles, after a big win here tonight. Tell us how that victory felt, Coach Bowles.
Oh, it felt great. The first half we're a little sluggish. We made a few threes, got a lead early, and kind of thought it was going to be easy. Didn't play real well the rest of the first half, then went in halftime and screamed and yelled and threw water on girls. Second half would come out and kind of unleashed it on them and played really, really well.
Mm-hmm. So I guess we don't need to ask you what you said to them at halftime. You already told us.
Yeah, it's trade secrets. I can't let that stuff out.
That's right. That's right.
That Atlanta defense came out really hot out of the gate, and it seemed like it was giving your girls trouble to begin with, and definitely intercepting passes. And kind of what did you tell your girls about that, and kind of help calm them down, especially with that defense?
Well, we were playing on our heels. We weren't playing downhill at all. We're very apprehensive, just not being aggressive. Nobody was really looking to go make something happen. They were hoping somebody else would make something happen, and as a result, Atlanta was making things happen.
Yeah, and one thing that I kind of took from the game was, the refs were just really kind of letting them play really, really physical.
They did, and I don't think we met their physicality early on, and we kind of got on the girls and challenged them at halftime to be more aggressive offensively and defensively, and each of you try to go make things happen, and you can see what happened that third quarter. We played really well.
And it seemed like the aggression kind of rattled them a little bit. They weren't necessarily prepared for them to be that aggressive coming out of the gate. But then as they got used to it, I mean, you subbed Annabeth Black out, and then you put her back in, and she definitely seemed like a new character when she came into that second part. Kind of tell us how they adjusted for that.
Yeah, we really we wanted to take the fight to them right out of the gates in the third quarter, and we did. We took the fight to them, and their coach does a good job. He called 2 timeouts, tried to get the bleeding stopped, and I think the wound was just too deep.
Yeah, and I had mentioned that. I said, hey, I think our Atlanta coach is going to stop this bleeding, but one thing I can say, and you kind of answered this for me, Coach. When some of them girls get hot on them threes, I mean, do you just tell them, hey, if you're open, shoot it, or how's that work?
Well, usually those girls don't even listen to me. They do whatever they want to do out there, and they've got me there just to drive the bus sometimes, I feel like. But, yeah, when we get hot and get to shooting threes well, of course that's with a lot of people, but we do have multiple three-point shooters.
Yes, sir.
And when we get hot, we are really fun to watch, and sometimes I just got to sit down over there and watch it happen too, just like I'm a fan.
Right.
Talk about the Johnson girls. Dee, it seemed like she got in foul trouble very early, but Cece came in and filled that role perfectly when she needed to, and came in and played big minutes for you. Talk about what those girls mean to you and kind of how the impact that they've made as freshmen.
Yeah, the 2 6'1" twins. They've gotten better and better every week. They come in and really give us a good hand inside because we haven't had much inside presence over the last several years, but they're definitely an inside presence. And you're right, Dee got in foul trouble, then she fouled out. She said, I didn't know how many fouls I got. I said, well, if you can't count to 5, we're going to have to get different classes for you.
Right, for sure. Well, Coach, man, you're doing great things here at Hooks. The girls' team is really, really doing great things this year. I know you got some young girls on the team, and well, just tell us a little bit about coaching a player like Annabeth.
Well, you ain't got to do just a lot of coaching. You just cut the chains and let her loose and let her go do her thing. She was sick a while back and, confused why she wasn't getting to play so much. And I was like, hey, we're trying to win the war, not the battle, and I don't want you to relapse. But she's very, very fun to coach because she plays as hard as she can all the time, and her A&E, her attitude and effort, which is what we preach constantly, her attitude and effort is great every practice, every game.
Right. And one thing, I had said something to Dodie. She fell right here in front of this table, and I seen her hit her knee. And I promise you, if I'd have hit my knee like that, I'd still be laying there until LifeNet come got me. But she got right back up and was gone.
Yes, she is very tough. You would think that she'd been raised with a whole bunch of older brothers. She has one older brother, and I guess he must have smacked her around because she's a very tough girl, and she plays through, pain all the time like a bunch of our girls do. We try to preach toughness all the time, and she's definitely somebody who's really tough, and she can take some pain and keep playing through it.
Well, there was one more question I wanted to ask you, and it has nothing to do with basketball.
Okay.
Being the great coach that you are and the success you've had at basketball, how did you become a car wash man?
I don't know. Sometimes my wife burns through money like Sherman through Atlanta. I thought, man, I got to get another job or somebody else to help me out with her. But an opportunity presented itself one time, and I went to buy a little ice machine, and I came back home onto the car wash. My wife said, my God, what are you doing? I said, hey, all you got to do is have a couple screwdrivers. I didn't even know the difference between the flat head and the one with the X's on top or nothing. And God just really blessed us and our family to get into that and start doing a little better with it. So, we just opened up one in Texarkana across from Walmart. And
and Dodie was just saying he drove through it today.
I told Coach Bowles before the game that I went there yesterday, and I was very happy with my visit, and that I was a proud advocate of your new car wash.
The recent freeze we had, that didn't give you no problems, did it?
Well, it made us be shut down for 3 straight days. So yeah, that was a big problem. But we got back opened up. We'll be open up tomorrow for a few hours, and I appreciate the shameless plug for the car wash there.
Absolutely, always want to support you, Coach Bowles. I mean, after getting to do that interview with you about Annabeth Black and kind of what she's meant to your squad this year, I mean, a lot of talent on your squad, and I know you're very proud of them, and so definitely want to give y'all a big shout out.
And right before we let you go, I want you to mention your seniors and what they mean to you.
Well, we got 2 seniors left, Kinsley Birdwell, Maddie Campbell, very good kids, very hard workers. I think it was pretty obvious in the past that basketball was probably their number 3 sport, but I tell you what, while we're in basketball, to me and to everybody else, it looks like basketball is their favorite sport.
Right.
And that's all you can ask of a kid is whatever you're doing, do it to the best of your ability right then. And those 2 are the epitome of that, and the epitome of great seniors who lead all the time by example, vocally, and they're just really, really joys to coach and to be around all the time. And I can say that with 100% sincerity.
Right, and I have to agree with you. Just being a Hornet fan, I love watching them play any sport because them 2 girls right there, they go hard at everything they do.
I agree with you totally.
And I promise you, and I don't know this to be a fact, but I mean, I know Kinsey's wicked smart, but I'm sure they go hard in the classroom too.
Yeah, I tease them sometimes and say, hey, y'all need to put them books up and get the ball out. That's going to take you somewhere. And we just kind of laugh about it. But those 2 girls are awfully smart also, really smart.
Right, for sure.
Well, Coach Bowles, we appreciate your time. We'll let you go, but we appreciate you, and congrats on the win again.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate Coach. You guys.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for the coverage.
Yes, sir, no problem. All right, we'll go back to what we see on the floor now. A 64-20 game. Kind of got in the way. Tried to be a flashy pass, gets away from him. Atlanta driving back up the court. We're going to get a foul called
right there
on Rod Bailey.
On Rod. Yeah, I don't know what Coach Boston can do right now to stop this bleeding. I guess, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, I'm sure what he said to his guys was, hey, guys, we just got to calm down and play basketball. Play the game that you can play. And, don't let anything get in your head. I'm sure Coach Jackson says the same thing to his kids. So just play the game of basketball.
Dekyra Dixon takes the trip to the line, looking to get, I believe, his first points of the game at the line. Missed his first shot, will be taking his second right now. I want to shout out all the guys that we have working here for us tonight. We got Donovan Brown producing. We got Daniel Harris on camera, as well as Gavin Jones on camera. And so I want to shout out these guys. And, of course, I want to shout out you too, buddy, for you're doing a great job, and we appreciate having you here with us.
Well, I don't know how great it is, man. I appreciate Morgan just letting me be involved, and I love to get on here and talk about these great athletes and kids and give them as many shout-outs as I can. Shout out to Morgan and Game Day, and I like to give Donovan a big old shout out. Donovan got up with us every Thursday morning and produced our sideline show. So I got to be real close to Donovan every Thursday morning, real early.
Yeah, it takes a toll sometimes, but we appreciate what we do and love making things happen for athletes around the area. Second free throw good for the Hornets. We appreciate getting to come out here and cover all these guys and making them feel known and giving them the coverage that they deserve. So Ransom Jones with the steal. Hans Grigsby with a good pass off the backboard, no good. Lichty with the rebound.
And he's going to draw the foul.
Lichty will take a trip to the line. Excuse me, not a chance, a trip to the line.
Yeah, it was really cool to get Coach Bowles on here and hear his side of it and let him talk about his young ladies and all the good that they do. And, hopefully, they can get them a good little run and going in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Lichty mixes the first free throw. We do want to apologize. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties with our top camera right now, so we just have this one angle kind of off to the side, but we're going to do the best of this that we can right now.
Yeah, man, I tell you, technology these days, some happens out of our control. I know I remember one morning specifically, the audio had crashed on the sideline show, and we didn't even know it until, one of the live viewers had told us, and, Donovan worked hard behind the scenes and got the audio going back, and I don't even know, you just wiggle a wire or flip a switch, and all of a sudden it comes back on.
It's something as simple as that most of the time, and but it always happens. I mean, you can never predict it. Right now, it's a camera overheating. I mean,
right.
We need Coach Birdwell to turn the air back down. He's always an advocate for turning the heat off.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they propped this door open back here behind us and had a little cool breeze coming in.
Nice little breeze.
Yeah.
We got a comment from Hooks First Baptist Church Youth. Shout out to some of our First Baptist Church Hooks kids playing tonight. CC, DD, Boogie, Keyshawn, RK, Carvion, and Trayvon. So, yeah, absolutely. Shout out to all these kids playing tonight for the First Baptist Church Hooks and their youth ministry.
Yeah, and just once again, while we're sitting here, and once again, I know we thanked them 100 times. I'll thank them 100 more times for our sponsors make this available. Carvion's calling for Trayvon. Oh.
Just through the hands of Trayvon.
Yeah, Trey wanted to get that and shoot that three bad. I think he was shooting the three before he caught the pass.
We want to shout out one of the mentors. They're cheering on from Dallas.
Oh.
So shout out to them and cheering on family, I would assume. Atlanta's going. Andrew Boston with the ball. Into Jones. We're going to get a travel call out of bounds. We're going to get something of the nature. Looks like we're going to have some subs come in, but a full 5 nonetheless. Full 5 substitution. Boogie, Keyshawn, Grigsby, E-Man, and RK checking in for the Hornets.
Yeah, that's a full 5 sub. I've seen that several times this year with –
Sorry, guys. Thank you to the game sponsors again. RK Minter now dribbling inside. Probably going to get called for a travel there, I'd assume.
Yeah, and shout out to Matt Fry. I see Matt Fry's watching. He's one of the big time. I think not even really what you call him. He's the commentator for the Hawks.
Yeah,
but he is a Hornet at heart.
Matt Fry is a big supporter of all of our local community. Not necessarily started out, I'm not sure, but was at Liberty Island for a little bit, now at Pleasant Grove, and stepped into a big role there. And
And I just noticed Megan Grant is watching live. She is the owner of Kinder Elite Academy.
Absolutely. So shout out again to Kinder Elite and for what they're doing. Foul now. Daniel. Ball going Hooks away. Braylon Rowe taking it down the court for the Rabbits. Shout out to all 111 people watching on Facebook. 112 now.
Yeah, 13 is climbing.
RK gets the rebound down to Keyshawn Walls. Fabian Grigsby up. And that's going to be a goaltending. Oh, man. Tried to make something pretty happen, but Fabian already had it going in, and RK was trying to put it in for good measure, but it was just a little unnecessary, and ball was over the rim, and so he's going to get called for the goaltending. Less than a minute left as we go on here. 68-22 is your score. Shout out Carter Harris, graduated last year, tuning in.
Oh, yeah, that's my buddy, man.
3 for the Rabbits, Daly and Collins. Hey.
I actually thought I seen Carter at the game earlier. He may have went home.
Shout out Carter for sure. Definitely chatted it up with him a lot during baseball season as we see the other number 5, Emmanuel Barrett, make a 3.
With a 3.
Chatted up with Carter a lot during baseball season, but also was a big part of the Hooks basketball run, too, that went to the state championship last year.
He sure was, man.
Shot put up, blocked by R.K. Minner. Tries to save it. Stolen. Nope, not stolen. Stays Atlanta's ball. Mark Owens tipped by R.K. again. They have not stopped, no matter the score. E-Man puts it up, and it's good before the buzzer. Let's go.
At the buzzer.
And that has got the fans fired up. They're all on their feet, even though they were told not to, but that's okay. Hey, everybody's excited, all right? We will come back after this break for the fourth quarter. 8 minutes put back on the clock, and we have 8 minutes left of game time. We'll be right back after this.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Welcome back, everyone. We are here in the fourth quarter, 73-25. Game's kind of gotten out of hand a little bit. Nonetheless, we are still here live streaming this game for our fourth quarter action, last quarter of the game. Starting out with Atlanta ball. Pull up 3, no good. Off the rim, rebounded by Lichty. Carvion now, driving up the court. Thinks about pulling up. A little bit of fancy dribbling. Out to Trayvon for 3. That can't get it to go. And it will be out of bounds. And it will be Atlanta ball. Dalen Collins. Dalen. Something of that nature. Nonetheless, a Collins. An interesting name. We obviously want to shout out his brother Damian Collins, who was a big-time member of the Atlanta team a few years ago, and he's now at LSU doing big things out there, and so we wish him nothing but the best.
Oh, you talking about Damian?
I was talking about Damian.
You sure was. Yeah, he's moved on down to LSU, and I hope nothing but the best for him.
Absolutely, a big-time athlete in this area. McDonald's All-American, and
right.
Deserved a lot of high praise coming out of high school, and battled through injuries, battled through some tough times in his life, and is trying to kind of get back on the right track and revamp his career in college basketball right now.
Right, for sure. And sometimes you got to do that.
Carvion driving after the steal, goes in, puts it off the glass, and it's good.
Give a shout out to old Nate Campbell, who's watching. He was a senior last year on that Hornet team that took that big run down to San Antonio. Shout out old Nate.
Ball tried to get stolen. As Donovan just pointed out to me, the clock is rolling for this fourth quarter, so we're just going to let it go and get this game over with. It seems like get the buses started for both squads.
Yeah, and not to mean this as a slide or anything, just because it's so cold outside, boy. If Atlanta can crank that bus and let it run right now, woo, it's cold.
Shepard gets it in off the rim, no good. Dixon tried to put it up, and it's no good. He comes down a little shaken up. Looks like he took hit in a bad spot. He's up and kind of trying to recover now. Again, you talked about it earlier with the depth of the Hooks team. It's kind of the opposite whenever it comes to Atlanta, especially with one of their players that seems like being out now because of what happened earlier. And so, even if Dixon is kind of hurt, he's going to have to kind of deal with it, it seems like.
Yeah, Coach.
Oh, no, here we go. Mark Owens is checking in for him, so there you go. They were just kind of waiting on a dead ball, it seemed like.
And then Jackson just did the 5-and-5 again.
Yep, we're getting Boogie Keyshawn I believe that's Roman.
E-Man?
Or no, who is that? That's Arcade.
That's
down
Arcade.
there. I couldn't
Yeah.
see. Keyshawn out to Kigsby, down to Keyshawn inside. No good off the back iron. Rebounded by Atlanta. Braylon Rowe taking it up for Atlanta. Out to Shepard. Shepard for three. Off the glass, no good. RK gets the rebound.
Oh,
out to Boogie. Boogie still dribbling in hard. Up.
Oh.
No good off the glass. Keyshawn with the rebound up and in, and it is
job.
good. Two
Yeah.
big-time players from that team last year with a good bucket.
Right. I think Boogie just came in a little hot on that one.
Playing with that intensity that we were talking about earlier.
Hey, that's one thing about, and I will say this about Boogie. He is one of the most hardest working kids that I've seen. I'm talking, it doesn't matter what sport. I mean, he's always doing something to make himself better.
Mm-hmm. And I think this is actually absolutely comes as no slight to Hooks or anybody in this district. But whenever you are in like a Hooks type school, it does make it a little bit harder for you to be recruited at the Division I level. I mean, I don't think there's any denying that. But Boogie has done a great job of it and has gotten offers from Colorado State and obviously now is a Mississippi State commit. And so he's made something out of himself being in a small community. Atlanta now driving back up the court.
Yeah, Morgan just sent a text that said just got his Starlink up. Morgan's in the Yellowstone tonight.
Absolutely. Shout out to the boss man, Morgan Smith, doing big things, having fun in nature.
Hey, I'm going to tell you,
that?
Morgan takes some heck of some shots, man. Mm-hmm. And I just can't mess with them bears and stuff like he does. Oh,
RK. Finally, they find RK down underneath, and he gets it up and good. 3:30 left in the game. We'll call this one a wrap. We'll wrap it up a little bit ourselves, kind of talk about what we saw in this game, kind of what led to the Hooks' victory as Atlanta does get another bucket by Kavion Shepard. Grigsby driving it back up the court. Had to tease a three, but gives it to E-Man, who does put up the three. Shot's no good. Collins with the rebound, but he loses it. Keyshawn drives inside, up, no good. He will take a trip to the line.
Yeah, so just give another shout-out to another Hook sponsor. He actually wasn't on the sponsorship this time, but he sponsors everything Hooks does, and I can partly be blamed for that. But Cameron Flores at Alpha Stone.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, if you need any kind of stone for your house, I mean, man, you just go by there. They got showroom floors of it, and him and his wife, Amanda, they can hook you up.
I need Cameron to actually text me here in the next few days so I can go out there and film some videos for him. He's got some new countertops and some nice-looking stuff that he's wanting us to film and advertise for him, and so definitely want to do that for him as soon as he's ready. Atlanta driving back up the court, 83-29, your new score. Rowe.
Just rolled under 3 minutes.
Mark Owens driving inside. Loses control, but goes off to Shepard. Shepard in the corner for three. It is good. Shepard has been dialed in from three. He's been incredible so far from beyond the arc. Trayvon Johnson up. No good off the glass. Carvion gets the rebound, puts it in. It is good. Carvion. Steal. Up, and it is in.
Yeah,
Carvion Johnson.
Yeah, Jason Walden just said word on the street that Hooks and Atlanta will be playing next year. So I cannot confirm 100%, but I have heard that it has been agreed on to play a preseason game with Atlanta.
Just from what I've heard then so far, it seems like there is a lot of nice, interesting matchups in the area for Atlanta. I mean, I'm not going to say the other team because I don't know if it's out or not, but they'll play Liberty Allo in their district as Liberty Allo is moving down. They'll play Hooks in preseason football, but they'll also play another team from around the area as well, and that should be a fun matchup. in and of itself. So that'll be something fun to look forward to.
Yeah, it's always nice to see some of these teams that have played each other in the way past, that have, spent a couple of seasons away from each other, to come back and rekindle that game.
Yeah, and a lot of it has done with realignment and changes of that nature, but also competition-wise. I mean, you want to play teams to your level or even better sometimes to improve your team for that season as far as whenever playoffs come. I mean, you saw it with Hooks this preseason before district started, whenever they played Harmony and teams of that nature to really prepare themselves moving down the line.
Right, yeah. So Coach Burwell, he tried to set, he does, I don't say try, he does, and I'm sure it's a trying deal too. He always sets Hooks up to play a.
Trayvon Johnson gets the bucket. Everybody goes ecstatic for that.
Well, yeah, that's Boogie's little brother, man. He gets in and gets him some points. But yeah, Coach Burwell, shout out again. He always tries to get Hooks a stout preseason, and we came in this past year with Harmony ranked, Cooper ranked. So playing them ranked teams, they help us out going down the long run.
Absolutely. Less than a minute now. I cannot guarantee you it yet, but there is a good chance that we will be back seeing this matchup in Atlanta February 13th. So everybody keep that in mind. Circle it on your calendars. It should be a fun atmosphere, and so keep that in mind. And
also, do not quote me on this. I have talked and trying to work the last home game of Hooks and New Boston, which says to be the girls and boys.
Ransom Jones was trying to catch a body there.
Yeah, I think he was good. He was just going hard.
Jeez Louise. I mean, he plays hard no matter what, but still.
Right. But back to what I was saying, I've talked to Morgan, and if all the logistics can work out, then we'll try to get this game. It'll be the New Boston game home. It's not the last district game for the boys, but it's the last district game where the girls and boys are together.
And no shade to the boys team at all, but I'd be more interested in that girls game with Jayla Rowden on that New Boston team. She's a however many sports you can put her in athlete. I feel like she dominates at everything that she is in. An insane volleyball player, an insane basketball player, and she's even dominant on the softball field too.
Oh, for sure. And that Rowden name over in New Boston, it seems like every one of them Rowden kids are just phenomenal athletes.
Xavier's doing a great job in football and as well as basketball, and he'll be on the diamond as well for baseball.
Yeah, he'll be pitching.
1-0, and that will be the buzzer. That is your game. Hooks 93, Atlanta 33. That is the game. Huge win here for the Hornets, and I think that gives them a lot of confidence in continuing out district play. Only 4 games. That brings them to a 5-0 district record, a 6-0 record at home, and then a 4-1 district record and a 6-4 away record for Atlanta. I mean, no matter what, both great teams. I don't think the score really shows how good this game could have been.
Very intense, very intense. I think the game got a little out of hand after the intensity got to it. But, yes, very, very good teams, very well coached on both sides. Don't count Atlanta out. This game will not reflect the rest of their season. They're going to finish and have a great season. I know Coach Boston will get this back in line, and they'll do great things.
Absolutely. We look forward to a lot of good matchups coming out of this 3A district, and we'll have some fun with it. And we've had fun with you here tonight with both of these games, and we will see you next time here on Texarkana Game Day. One last time, we do want to shout out our game sponsors: Whisenhunt City Pharmacy, Black Financial Group, Nash Electric, Texline Card House, and Kinder Elite Academy. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one. You've been watching Texarkana Game Day.